Navigating the world as a young person today can feel like being caught in a stormy sea. Social pressures, academic demands, uncertainty about the future, and the constant hum of digital life can make it hard to know which way to sail. In times like these, the ancient wisdom of the Bible offers timeless guidance, helping young people find steady ground and purpose, even in the midst of chaos. The first cornerstone of biblical wisdom is the pursuit of wisdom itself. The book of Proverbs speaks directly to the young, urging, "Get wisdom, get understanding, do not forget my words or turn away from them." The search for insight and discernment is not just for the old or learned, it is a treasure offered openly to the young, who are at the threshold of life's journey. Wisdom begins with humility, an openness to learning, and a reverence for something greater than oneself. Proverbs continues, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." There's awe and respect for God, a recognition that there is a moral order to the universe that we did not create, grounds young people in a reality deeper than trends or opinions. Integrity is another pillar of biblical teaching. In an age where shortcuts and compromises are often showcased as easier routes to success, the Bible invites young people to be people of character. Proverbs 10:9 says, "However, whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out." Integrity is choosing to do what is right. Even when no one is watching, it is being honest on an exam, refusing to join in gossip, and standing up for someone being mistreated. It is choosing not to betray your values for fleeting approval. The fruit of such integrity is deep security, a sense of peace within, knowing you are aligned with truth. Relationship wisdom also threads throughout Scripture. The importance of choosing friends wisely is not overstated. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. The company young people keep has an enormous influence on their outlook and character. Encouragement to love, forgive, and show empathy to others runs through the teachings of Jesus, who calls us to love our neighbors as ourselves. This means kindness to classmates, respect for family, and compassion for outsiders. It means listening when a friend is hurting and responding with forgiveness rather than resentment when conflict arises. Life's storms can often leave young people feeling anxious or fearful. Here too, the Bible speaks hope. The Psalms are filled with honest expressions of fear, doubt, and distress, and also with a persistent trust in God as a source of comfort. God is our refuge and strength, an ever present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea. This encouragement does not pretend that trouble is far away. Instead, it gently reminds that amid all uncertainty, there is a safe haven for every anxious heart. Prayer is presented in the New Testament as a powerful tool for peace. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds. For many, this practice of bringing worries and concerns before God is a source of daily strength. Work and responsibility are also addressed with clarity in biblical wisdom. Young people are often challenged to think about their future, about studies, career choices, and how to make a difference. The Bible honors diligence. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord. This perspective transforms ordinary tasks into acts of purpose. It reminds students that their effort in school, their attention to small jobs, and their service to others matter. Not because someone is watching, but because each moment can be offered as an expression of love and responsibility. There is dignity in work and meaning in using one's gifts to bless others. However, the Bible also tempers the drive to achieve with reminders about rest and trust. In a world that often equates worth with productivity, Sabbath rest, a time set aside for rejuvenation, worship, and relationships, stands as a radical gift. Be still and know that I am God. This call to pause, to let go of worries and endless striving, reaffirms that our deepest value comes from being, not just doing. The question of identity looms large for many young people. Who am I really? What makes me valuable? The biblical answer is strikingly personal. Each person is made in the image of God, uniquely loved and cherished. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. In a culture that often judges worth based on appearance, popularity, or social media influence, this promise offers unshakable dignity. It frees young people from the exhausting game of comparison and insecurity, rooting them instead in a love that does not change. Purpose is another light that scripture shines into the confusion of modern life. Many young people hunger for a sense of calling, a mission larger than themselves. The Bible teaches that everyone, regardless of age, has a role to play in the story of God's world. The young are specifically invited to use their energy, creativity, and passion for good. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. The world needs the vision and idealism of the next generation, whether it's standing up for justice, caring for those on the margins, or using talents to bring hope and beauty. Young people are called and empowered to live lives of meaning. Lastly, biblical wisdom does not hide from life's hardest moments. It acknowledges that suffering, loss, and disappointment are real. The story of Jesus shows that pain is not the end, nor does it define a person's worth. Instead, suffering and hope can coexist. We are hard pressed on every side, but not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair. Faith does not erase trouble, but it sustains through it, offering hope, courage, and community. For young people standing at the crossroads of life, the wisdom found in the Bible is not out of reach or outdated. It offers a compass pointing toward integrity, compassion, courage, and hope. It doesn't ask for perfection, only for openness, honesty, and a willingness to grow. In a world full of noise, confusion, and shifting ground, these ancient truths offer a foundation that endures. And in following them, young people can become not just survivors of chaos, but sources of light and stability for others.